In New Lenox, there are many energetic and curious children, and there is now another outlet for these restless minds, the Kids Work Children's Museum in nearby Frankfort. Having opened its doors just over 6 months ago, and only now becoming an official museum, the two-story facility is full of hands-on exhibits where visitors learn and play at the same time. The museum's president, Gina Carrara, says this type of activity is important.
I see it day to day. When you walk into the museum, you see kids getting into those blocks. You see a parent kind of just letting them do it. That is the greatest gift you can give your child, is to go at those blocks for a half hour or an hour.
In a perfect world, right? Carrera says she struggles with the proliferation of electronic distractions too.
We're an Xbox family. If you go into my house, you're going to find Xbox, you're going to find PlayStation, you're going to find all of the toys that are there. And I always say, no, we're turning it off, because it's the moments of quiet and calm that they're actually learning a lot more. I would rather pay, a couple dollars to go play blocks in a nice clean spot, get the kids out, than to go to a movie theater and not have any connection with the person next to you.
While it is a children's museum, parents have the opportunity to get something for themselves also. As acting museum director Rosalie Placati says, she sees time and time again.
I can kind of see how cool it is when people come here, the families come here, or the dads, or the moms, or the grandparents, or the nannies, or the caregivers. It's much more than just a place to play. Not only the kids learning, but the parents are networking, and they're also kind of, being part of a community.
Community and serving the community is where the idea for the museum came from. As Carrara explained when we sat down with her in the Watershed Cafe and Books Coffee Shop, located in the same building as the museum.
I called innocently to the village and said that we should have a children's museum because my kids love museums and it's a great draw. And they said, that's a great idea, why don't you put together a proposal?
A little research indicated she was right on track.
That day I went on the internet, and the thing that really struck me was the Association of Children's Museums was proposing children's museums as the new town square concept, because we become more like howdy neighbors. Howdy, and you really don't talk to your neighbor. And you don't have a place to really meet. We're all working so hard just to pay our rent and pay our mortgages that we don't have that time, that town square kind of old town feel.
There used to be a trolley between Frankfort and Joliet, and so they'd come and it would turn around, and the turnaround is still here.
That old town feel comes through even before visitors enter the museum, thanks to the building that they are in, the rebuilt trolley barn. Placati goes on to point out that having a deli, gift shop, candy store, and the previously mentioned Watershed Cafe was just one of the many reasons why this building works so well for the museum.
What lent itself so well is this was a furniture store, so there weren't a lot of walls. So when we had to do our build out, there was a lot of nice space. It's about 6,700 square feet on 2 floors. So when we did our build out, and we found these beautiful wood floors, and the staircase that we were able to paint bright green, and there were very few things that we actually had to do here to make it a museum.
All that came about, according to Carrara, thanks to some initial generous financial support.
We had the Imagine Foundation, who thought our idea was wonderful and gave us the $50,000 we needed to start. Edward Mahoney matched those funds. So right off the bat, we had good, solid donations.
Because of that help and a determination to get it done for the community, the official opening has come much sooner than what would be considered normal.
And we're right on track. We're doing this rather quickly. Most children's museums take anywhere from 3 to 5 years to open, and we did ours in about 2 years.
The amazing thing is that this museum was inspired by one person's idea, and the success is due to all the volunteers.
We can't do this, though, without our volunteers. And if I could make a plug for anything, because we always need more.
She says that volunteers help in many ways, from hands-on play guides to serving on committees and advisory boards.
Our entire board is volunteers. Our current director, Rosalie Placati, is a volunteer. And then we have the volunteers that come in day to day. They deserve the greatest praise. I did a lot of meetings and things. These people are cleaning up paint. They're helping the children get up and down stairs. They are the face of our museum, and without them, it wouldn't be open on a day-to-day basis.
Admission to the museum is between $4 and $5, and that is for the entire day to come and go as you please. The museum's master plan is to serve ages 0 through 13. They've been focusing earlier efforts within the 1 to 7 age range, but both women expect more older kids as they continue to add more exhibits, some more technical and others with simply a greater wow factor, such as living reptiles.
Most children's museums don't have live exhibits, and we partner with Jamie McInerney and Reptile Rampage, and we're actually going to have live exhibits. He's a rescuer for the state of Illinois, and he gets some pretty exotic animals coming in, and the kids are absolutely fascinated with it.
Another area sure to get even more use is the multi-purpose room, used for everything from private parties to educational presentations. And with over 12,000 visitors since the pre-opening in December, according to Placati, the facility seems to be well on its way. She says success is already theirs.
I do a lot of mission work. You know, I used to work for the American Cancer Society, I still do, and I think all good causes, you should go right back to the mission. So if we're providing a cultural institution where it's fun, interactive, educational for the whole family and the whole region, then I think we've hit success. You know, again, when, and we always laugh too when the little ones cry on their way out, we know we've got a happy customer.